that probably comes to mind is the great food. And trust me, that reputation is well-deserved. But there's so much more than just great restaurants now, thanks to an influx of more young people and more investment.
Montreal is unique because Montreal, I think, is one of the few successful revitalized Chinatown, mainly because Montreal Chinatown has gentrification. That means around Chinatown have these upper or middle class people building all around Chinatown. This may be very important population base to support the survival of Chinatown. And on top of this, you have a Holiday Inn, the conventional next to Chinatown, and these also supply the customers.
But development always creates challenges. How to make room for the new while preserving the old. So far, the community has done a pretty good job of meeting that challenge.
Chinatown is basically part of our history, part of culture. This is where our people can, centralize. We come down to Chinatown to shop, to meet friends, for the association to do activities. So it's something that we need to preserve, something that we need to help flourish and grow. And we don't necessarily be like Toronto with this 4, 5, 6 Chinatown, but at least, you have one Chinatown that would maintain the historical perspective.
Over the past 40 years, Montreal's Chinatown basically has not changed. Okay, you go there, it's as if you walk down the memory lane back to the 60s.
And that's important to young people like Danny Wu. Chinatown stands as a kind of bridge to the past, to a heritage he wants to understand and embrace.
I was born and raised in this sort of traditional mindset, and with very traditional Chinese people. And building who you are is to look through the past if you want to achieve who you want to become also. It is important in the sense that if you want to find a balance between yourself and what you want to become, you have to learn about yourself and your roots, where you come from. I want to be Canadian, I want to be a Quebecer, I want to be Chinese at the same time. So I guess I'm a mix of all three, and that ends up being me.
It doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter the sex or the reasons for the hair loss.
More men and women suffer from hair loss than you can imagine. Laser therapy works by delivering low-level light energy to the scalp, which increases circulation and oxygenation of the blood. You'll experience thicker and fuller hair as it repairs damage, increases volume, and encourages regrowth.
Confidence-wise, the way you feel when you get up in the morning, it makes you feel a lot better.
Call to book a consultation or to request a free information package. Biothera.
Band-Aid brand knuckle and fingertip bandages. They're flexible and stretchable. Designed specifically for knuckles and fingertips for a comfortable feel that stays on better.
Does Band-Aid help heal me?
Holly Sporen presents Accident of the Week.
Now this kid is pumped. Just look at that air he's getting.
Yeah, but Mom isn't too impressed. Uh-oh.
That's quite a scrape, Tom.
Holly Sporen has a Heal Fast formula that helps prevent infection to heal minor wounds faster. Put on the Polly.
As a parent, you're mindful of what goes into the snacks you and your children eat. So compare new Del Monte Fruit Twists. Unlike many fruit snacks, they're made with 100% real fruit and contain no added sugar. Del Monte Fruit Twists are a nutritious snack that tastes great. Plus, each pack provides one serving of fruit. Nut-free and portable, they're perfect for lunches or when you're on the go. For a delicious, real fruit snack the whole family will love, look for Del Monte Fruit Twists in the portable snack aisle. Brand Power, helping you buy better.
We all know there are germs on the surfaces of our mouth, but what we might not all know is that those germs can build into a resilient layer called biofilm. Biofilm germs are strong enough to survive daily brushing. Thankfully, there's Listerine. Its triple action formula penetrates biofilm to kill the germs and protect your mouth from bad breath for up to 12 hours. Fight biofilm with Listerine.
lying around the house alone all day isn't so bad. After a while, your couch and your TV will become your mother and father. The couch is your mother.
Canada's Chinatowns, an integral part of the country's cultural history, and a permanent part of the urban landscape. They've changed over the years, just as Canada has, but like the nation itself, they're here to stay. Evolving, growing stronger, preserved for this generation and those yet to come.
Our priority is to pass on our tradition and culture to the younger generation. Try very hard to get them involved because it is such a rich culture, you know. We encourage the youth to come here to have different activities. For example, we have the youth group, like a lion dance group and a dragon dance group.
Well, the purpose of our group is actually to preserve the Chinese culture for young people, so that people know what's lion dance and what's kung fu, Hongkong kung fu, so people will actually participate.
If the young people will forget about the roots, forget about their ancestors, and their culture will be gone eventually, then it will be no different from places like the United States. It becomes a melting pot.
One of the reasons why I entered this club was actually because I felt that I lost connection in the Chinese community, so I went inside this club, and after a teacher left, I became the new manager of the team.
In order to make Chinatown continue or to continue the culture, the youth had to participate and also to initiate activities in Chinatown to learn the language, to learn the culture, including Kung Fu or Tai Chi, arts, painting, drawing, singing, all things together. That would make Chinatown last forever and be so beautiful forever.
And that's where the Montreal Cultural Center comes in, a cultural crossroads at the center of the city.
Chinatown embraced anybody, you know, and it really, what we do here at the center really reflects what we want for Chinatown and for everybody.
I think we should try to develop more young people and give them an opportunity to take on a leadership role, and whether in terms of politics, in terms of the economy or social services, I think we need that in order for its Montreal Chinese community to really change.
The cultural center is not only serving the Chinese people, also we're serving everybody in Canada, because it's like we really welcome everybody in Canada can come to join us, like to see what we have, and also besides of we're promoting the Chinese culture, we also promoting different cultures.
Sharing, appreciating, and understanding other cultures. That's kind of what a former Prime Minister had in mind when he talked 40 years ago about what the country might look like one day.
Chinatown is very important because it's for the Chinese origin people in Canada, like to know their origin from China, because they have to know, like originally they came from where, and their cultural roots, and also their like fathers and grandparents, they came from where. So it's very important for them to know their history, and also it's very important to promote the multiculturalism in Canada, because as the former Prime Minister Trudeau said, that the multiculturalism is the most important thing in Canada, because it's so colorful, so richful, it's benefit for everybody, not only Chinese, but also other community people.
Every nation, to be distinctive, have to have something that stands out, the culture that is. Now, one thing Canada is different from, for example, United States, is because United States is a melting pot. Everybody becomes American. Canada works the opposite way. It's multicultural, thanks to Mr. Trudeau. Okay, so every nation gets to retain their own culture. So in order for this culture to continue in history, you need to have a focal point. The focal point is a place where people will live and work together and retain their own culture.
A focal point called Chinatown, where young people are indeed rediscovering a rich and vibrant past and helping redefine Canada's Chinatowns as places where different cultures can mix and thrive and feel at home.